reels in and he gives a big old jerk. And when he does, out of the water comes a sailfish with its big sail. This sailfish must be about 10 foot long. As this sailfish comes out of the water, his eyes get gigantic. Boom, that fish comes out of the water. Boom, it lands in again. He holds on. Boom, that fish comes out of the water. As it's coming out, you can see that sailfish flapping in the air, trying to get the hook out of his mouth. Flapping, and boom, it lands in the water again. He runs over to the right side. Fish goes to the left. He runs over to the left side. As he's running over to the left side, suddenly the pole goes dead. He doesn't feel anything tugging him. He goes back a little bit. He can feel a little bit, but nothing's pulling it back. As he looks out into the pond, he sees a giant log. He didn't notice it before, but he sees it there now. As he takes the pole, he reels in a little bit. He doesn't see anything. He doesn't see the sailfish. He doesn't see the seal. He doesn't see the fish. He doesn't see anything. He reels in a little bit more. And as he's looking out over the pond and trying to reel in, and he's reeling in, it's a little bit tough, but he's reeling, so something's there, but he's not sure what it is. And as he's reeling, he notices that log is coming closer. Did the fish get wrapped around the log? Is that what happened? Because the log is coming right at him. So as he stands back, he pulls in, the log comes closer. He pulls in, and as he pulls in, the log gets closer. He pulls in, the log gets closer. And he pulls in to where the log's right up there, and he's about to look over to see if the fish is underneath, when all of a sudden, whoop, pow! A big old crocodile with his teeth comes out and snaps right at him, almost catches the bill of his hat right in the front of him. He backs up, and this 15-foot crocodile is now hooked, and now he's flailing his tail. He's flailing his tail to the right. He's hitting the trees and knocking them over. He's hitting trees on the other. He's splashing the water. Kapaloosh! Kapaloosh as it goes down again and again. And now he's fighting off this crocodile. When all of a sudden the crocodile dives deep, real down, far, far, far. And the line starts to go out. Clap! And as it clicks there, he holds on. And he holds on tight because he doesn't know what's going to happen. And he holds on and he reels. And he reels. And he starts to reel faster. And all of a sudden he's reeling as fast as he can. Boosh! All of a sudden he sees that comes out a 25-foot great white shark with teeth coming out of his mouth everywhere, and his eyes have rolled back, and boom, he takes a big chomp at him, but he misses as the boy ducks. The shark goes right over him, back into the water again, and you can see that dorsal fin. Back and forth, and he's holding on with all his might. He doesn't know what's going on, but he knows he's not going to let go of that pole no matter what. And that shark comes right by him, and that fin comes right in front of him. Whoosh! And he goes down once again. And this time it goes real deep. And he's holding on. And it brings him to the very edge as he's holding on. And then as he's holding on and as he's trying to reel it in and get it, from the middle of the pond, bloosh! A gigantic splash. And as this gigantic splash happens, inside the hook is hooked to a gigantic dragon. And as he's come out, he has taken his wings and he's spread them out. And then all of a sudden he goes, boom! And he lets out this big fireball that hits the top of the tree. And it sets the whole top of the tree on fire. The little boy, Jimmy, is now down with the tree like this, but he's holding on as that dragon flies to the right. Dragon flies to the left, and the whole time he's trying to get that hook out of his mouth, but he can't do it. Jimmy is still holding on as that dragon lets out another howl. And a big old fireball hits another tree in the back, and it explodes and fires, and it's firecracker sound. Kaback, 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 kaback. And then the dragon, all of a sudden, just falls to the water. Kaboosh! The ice turns glassy still. He gets his pole. He feels a little tough. He reels in. And he reels in. And he reels in until he pulls up at the very end a bass about this big. Must be about 8, 9-pound bass, and he gets him on the side. When he gets that bass on the side, he puts him on a stringer. He takes his hat and he takes his pole and he runs to his bike and he gets on it and he goes home as fast as he can, never to come back to McPeagleby's Pond again. But that particular night, this poor boy and his family ended up having a feast of a meal on that bass, as all of them had a chance to eat like they never ate before. And the reason why they were all able to eat was because Jimmy, the little boy, endured. No matter what he saw, he wasn't going to let go of that pole. No matter what came out of the water, no matter what he saw, he held on to the pole and made sure that he was going to get something to eat for his parents and his family. So remember, no matter what, hold on to Jesus and what he says. And no matter what you see, and no matter what you hear, hold on to the good that Jesus tells you to do, to his word, and things will turn out okay in the end as you get the prize of eternal life. Everybody repeat after me. Hebrews 10:36.
Hebrews 10:36.
For you have need of.
For you have need of.
Endurance.
Endurance.
Now say it with me at the same time. Hebrews 10:36. For you have need of endurance. And all God's children said,
Amen.
all right, we're going to get ready for the next game. Miss Emily's going to come up here and